John from Visionary, and we're throwing the Muskogee comeback show at the House of Impact.
Scene. Well, I've been going to local shows for like probably 3 or 4 years now, and it's been dead for a long time. Like, we've had some big bands come in, nothing's really happened so far, but it's really cool to see a local show do pretty well. There's a pretty good crowd going on. Probably going to be really uplifting to the Muskogee scene.
I'm Devin.
I'm James.
I'm Zach.
I'm Austin First. I play guitar for Flood Southwest.
I'm Sydney Vila. I do vocals.
Okay, really, guys?
He was originally this is a band called One Shall Betray, and if you're in Joplin, you probably shouldn't say that out loud because people give you shitty looks for it. But it was me and him, and then we had 3. Well, you were in for a little bit.
I joined later on.
He joined later on, but it was originally just Alec was like pretty much the founder of all of this. So then I joined. I saw him and his bandmate at a show, and I walked up and said, "Hey, do you need a second vocalist?" And they said, "Yeah." And I went to a practice, and
It all came together really nicely.
the rest is history.
It was like I was the only one, not oldest chronologically, but oldest as far as the band goes back. And I wanted to kick the other vocalist out because I thought Christian was way better, so we did that, and Christian joined, and then the other guitarist quit because he had some stuff going on, and James joined. And we've gone through a bunch of other members, other than these guys as well, kind of, not a bunch, but I mean, a few. And James joined, and then basically we kicked our drummer out as well.
And our bassist quit.
Yeah, our bassist quit just because of some little differences, whatever, bullshit, and then out of nowhere it all like fell together really nicely, and Zach sent us a video of him playing drums, and we had sex, and then Devin kind of met Zach through Facebook, and then the band became totally righteous, and now it is what it is today.
Me and Zach have known each other for longer than that.
Yeah, he attempted.
Oh yeah, not before the
Me and
band,
Zach
I guess.
me and Zach have known each other for years.
He attempted me to be in his band, and it was not that good.
Years ago, when I was 14. That's when I first met him.
We all had one really bad band experience, though, so it's okay.
Oh yeah,
You had a few, but
everything is good now. So whenever, hopefully one day when we're playing on big stages, it'll still be these guys. So.
If you have one.
I would like to do this one.
Okay.
We went through 5 months, like maybe 3, lowest, maybe like 3, 4, 5 months of trying to pick a band name, and he's like the most picky asshole you'll ever meet in your like entire life. And I mean, we'd come up with multiple band names every day, and he would say no, 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 and then finally he came up with one, and we were like, okay, yeah, and we all liked it, and so.
why don't you explain the meaning behind it since you came up with it? Well, hang on. I would like to explain the story as to how it came to be. That's cool. I said, let's go sit behind Denny's and not leave until we come up with a band name.
We did.
And we sat there for hours, man.
Basically, the meaning behind the name, like you said, we for real were like, fuck it, we're gonna sit behind Denny's until we come up with a name, and we did. And I came up with the name Fled the Southwest. It's basically a big problem, I think, that a lot of bands have, not necessarily because music's not good enough, not because the members aren't talented enough, but a big part of music is getting out there. And there have even been, I won't mention any names, but there have even been like some really talented bands from around where we are from that didn't wind up making it far because they just never got out, and that's kind of our goal, is to get out of Joplin and not to get out of this town at the sort of thing, or that we hate Joplin or anything like that at all. It's just that like we want to expose ourselves because we like music and we want people to hear the music that we like to
And it's Southwest Missouri.
So
that's
yeah,
where that comes from.
not Southwest United States of America.
Everybody on your feet!
It's awesome. It's awesome.
So awesome.
It's so awesome. Whenever I first joined the band, I was into bands Suicide Silence and Chelsea Grin, and I did all the high screams and the guttural inhale lows, which the word we shall not speak of, the inhale. And then I got into this band, more metalcore, more bouncy stuff, like, I don't know, of Mice and Men, and like just bands like that. And recently I've been getting more into like the whole hardcore local scene, just because, I don't know, I dig the energy so much more, and then of hardcore music in general.
There's so much more energy, and I feel like there's really like a tighter bond between people, just because, you know, we're kind of a smaller group than the
I've hugged
mainstream.
5 guys tonight I don't even know. And they said, hey, how are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know you, but I'm doing
There's
great, how are you?
so much women at shows, and that is probably my favorite thing, is the girls at shows.
Alright, anyway. Dumbasses.
We all like a pretty broad mixture of metal and hardcore, whether it be the music or the environment, as far as the people, the collective and demographic that hangs around this sort of music scene. And you know, whether people who like metal like us or not, whether hardcore people like us or not, we just like playing shows and having fun with everybody. So
That's what it's about.
we like both scenes.
I like that. Whatever's going on out there.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. He drinks Monster a lot. James, you probably...
Well, we should just go through individually. Devin, how do you prepare for a show? BH.
I dance for other bands, smoke a lot of cigarettes, get really nervous, and right before we play, I just stretch. I do really weird stretches and stretch my legs out and kind of go talk to people, see what kind of stuff they like, and just kind of not necessarily like get to know them, but just like know what I'm gonna be playing in front of, you know.
I kind of tend to keep to myself more. I always have to go outside and warm up my voice for a while beforehand, and then I mean, I'm kind of quiet after that. Keep to myself, make sure all my gear's ready, stuff like that.
I smoke a ton of cigarettes, and I drink a ton of Monster, and usually I conversate with girls, but I have only one in my life at this moment, so it's just her. And then I stretch oddly with Devin. We stretch together, so.
I smoke more cigarettes than Zach, I drink more Monster than Zach, I talk to more girls than Zach, and I stretch more than Zach. That's how I prepare for a show. I just have to beat him.
Generally I just talk to people. I like to, like Devin said, kind of like know what I'm working with, like know what music they came to see tonight and stuff like that. And I'm quitting smoking, so I don't smoke anymore. We do not, when we are not on tour, we have a couple bands we have in mind to tour with late summer, around just summer.
We're planning to tour.
girls.
We're planning to tour in May, so I mean that's the that's the goal right now, and we're gonna kick our own asses to achieve that. So yeah, we give out demos every once in a while. Right now, that's the only thing that we've actually released. We're planning an EP. Right now, it's planned to be called Hostage. It kind of goes through. It's not really like, I mean, I know a lot of people like to say that like metal's too angry, and you know we agree with that to an extent, but for the most part, the EP is about like struggles that anybody goes through. You know, I'm sure tons of metal bands say that same exact thing, but it's about, you know, whether it be from people struggling with religion, or people struggling with parents, or people struggling with other people, you know, however they may differ from others, and it basically just goes through the normal struggles that people have. And that's why it's called Hostage, because we're all kind of, you know, everybody in the world knows that at one point they felt like they're stuck in some sort of situation that they don't want to be in. And that's set to be released in May with 4 or 5 songs?
6.
5 songs written and performed by us, and then 6 songs written and performed by us with co-writing and vocals from Garrett Rapp of The Color Morale. So it's going to be cool. We hope it turns out well.
We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It's at FledTheSW.
We're also on New MySpace, if anybody ever starts using New MySpace, but we're like not super active on that post there. So if you want to go and like us there, just to say that you did, you can.
And I'm on
And we won't hold it against you if you don't.
And we all have personal accounts if you want to go ahead and talk to us personally or whatever.
If anybody ever has questions, we try to answer everything and anything that's sent to us. So if you want to message us personally, message us the band. If you want to talk about something, or if you're just curious about something, it doesn't really matter. We like talking to people and getting to know new people. So if you want to, feel free. Don't feel like you're invading anyone's privacy. Fled to the Southwest. Oh my God.
We are the walking.
What's up? We're a band called Visionary. We got Josh Odell on drums.
Fuck it!
No, we gotta redo it.
You said it! No! You said it!
What's up? We're a band called Visionary. We got Josh Odell on drums, Sam Swinson on guitar, Nick Kinsley on guitar, and Jake Ford on bass. I'm John Booker, and I play the vocals.
A hardcore show for like us is more of a family, you know, like it's just a bunch of friends, you know, whether we're all friends in a band and we like meet other bands and we become friends with them. It just becomes like a family atmosphere. All the people that come out give us tons of love and support, and you know, you don't really get that with a lot of like other kinds of shows. You know, people show up, they listen to the music, they leave. Here, you know, we're, you know, almost 2 hours past playing and people are still trying to hang out with us, you know.
Yeah, people show up, throw down all their hate, anything they got going on wrong in their life, you can lose it at a show.
meaning behind our band name, Visionary, is it's kind of dumb actually, because I was just sitting in my room and I had music written, and I was just thinking like, what's a cool band name that hasn't been used, and kind of gives like, when people read it, it.
Like, man, this band might be good, or this band might suck.
Yeah, but it also, when you listen to our music, we hope that you associate the two with each other. And so Visionary is just something I came up with, and I really liked it. It was really bold, really, one word, and I just really liked it. And I, asked the guys if they were cool with it, and they agreed.
What's the history behind us?
Answer the question.
Alright, we both started as two of the crappiest bands ever existed.
Yeah, Sink Our Ships was, Jake was on bass, right? And I played guitar. That was like 3 years ago.
Yep.
And then they were like, man, that name sucks. We gotta change it to something gayer. And they were like, man, Oh Salad, that's a great name.
Oh, solace, not salad.
And then me and Sam, we got started we had a bad start. We had, we were in a band called I Hope Forgotten. We were god awful. And then I decided to stop doing vocals, and I decided to pick up a guitar. We got this guy over here, and I brought him with me, and we started another band called Bones of Elisha.
Hated the name.
And yeah, that was
they made it even
that wasn't
worse.
a very. I mean, both bands, they were the most fun bands I've ever been in, but it all led up to this, and we've all been friends, since high school, and we all just decided to start playing music with each other, and it just clicked. It was so natural.
Yeah, me and Nick are roommates now, actually.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, they're gay together.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
My personal influence is like when I used to be super young and come out to shows, like local shows, friends would invite us, and then like all of our friends used to be in bands, and we had a huge following, huge scene and everything. So just watching them go crazy, make kids want to have fun, made me want to do the same thing. Like I was like, that's rules.
Who's inspired us locally is Challenger. They were someone we
Ringo
played
Starr,
shows with.
Sweet Surrender.
Ringo
All those
Starr.
bands.
Some
It
huge
was
influences for us.
It was pretty much
Aesthetic.
just going to shows. I mean, we all have our personal, influences, but if it wasn't for the bands that we grew up seeing, we wouldn't be here. We'd be doing something else, something probably more boring than this. And it was honestly, it's been the toughest direction to go in, because music is something so hard to get, noticed in. But I think we're doing a pretty good job, and it was definitely a fun choice, and I can't imagine myself doing anything else.
Music definitely gives my Netflix a break.
Well,
I like to go to the gym.
He likes to drive by a gym and look at the people that are coming.
John
out.
has to think about his entire life before he goes on.
Just
I
like
do.
Davey Cox.
Then I do my warm-up screams. Do the ABCs.
He does. He
Stuff
just
like
did
that.
it.
ABC's
Just
1,
did
2,
it tonight.
3's Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go wrong.
I mean, that's
Jackson
my
Five,
influence.
but-
What about you, Jake?
The 3-shot ritual. That's my
Oh.
that's my one.
He's an alcoholic.
Yep.
Can't you tell?
I'm proud. That's the beard. Inspired. me to
Whiskey
be an
brings it
alcoholic.
out.
Oh yeah.
I write like 100%.
No, it's a combination between me and Josh. Josh, now he's on drums, but he used to, when we started the band, he was on guitar, and because of circumstances, he ended up moving to drums, and it's actually, it turned out really well, but most of our EP that we're about to come out with, like, it was a dual effort between everybody. Nobody ever had, nobody wrote everything. Everybody had influence, in writing. So, I would bring a part to Josh. Josh would like it. He would ask the other guys if they liked it. We kept it. If he didn't like it, we'd change it or we'd just scrap it. And, it's a long process, but it works and everybody is happy.
And even like John, he came up with, like, not actually the guitar parts, but he would tell us what he wanted. So
and it helped.
I would dance around and be like, that part would be cool to listen to, and then they'd be like, yeah, I've seen what you were doing. It's got to be good. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, we are coming out with an EP. It's called. Should I go ahead and tell them the name of it?
Oh, dude, we gotta check with our
agent.
Our agent first.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. We're releasing it ourselves. It's gonna be called Departed, and pretty much the entire EP is just full of emotion. That's one thing we really wanted to aim for with our music, is a lot of passion and a lot of life experiences, and each song sounds different, but yet has the same roots, and we're really happy with it. We're recording with Ryan Harvey Audio, and we did drums at Artisan in Oklahoma City, and it's turning out awesome. We're almost done with it. John's got a little bit more vocals, and then we'll be done, but yeah, it's going to be awesome. We don't have an official release date.
Hopefully early next year.
Yeah.
But
January.
That's all up to Rise Records. Oh, my bad. We're not supposed to say that.
Yeah, we have a Facebook page. If you go to facebook.com/Visionary Band, you'll find us. We just made an Instagram. It's Visionary_band, and we don't have a Twitter or anything like that. So if you want to get a hold of us, those are the two easiest ways to get a hold of us. So yeah, that's us. We're Visionary. Hopefully we'll be releasing some new stuff soon, and I hope you guys
Come out
like
to
it.
a show soon. Have some fun.
Peace.
I am having a great time here. It's awesome! Woo!
Let's go, let's try. That blows my head. Won't you be there for me? Take a step back. Be yourself.
Adiaphora, man. Yeah, we are Adiaphora.
Adiaphora.
Not a diaphora. Adiaphora.
Names,
Brandon?
band, everything like
Play
that.
drums.
Richard, I do vocals.
And Sterling, I play A-string guitar. How it started first was our very first vocalist when we were called, well, we had a different band name. Me and Brandon met up and started jamming, and then that was like 6 years ago. We never stopped jamming, and then eventually we got here, we found Richard, you know, just kept progressing, so yeah. But that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it started off as just a, just a group of buddies. Like, they've been doing it since they were just like a church band. And, they went through countless vocalists, countless different lineups. Our old name was Edge of Eras, and they switched to Edge of Exile. Then, that's, they wiped that, and like, this is what we are now. We're a fresh new band, we're Adiaphora, and
We knew where we wanted to be, which is why we kept switching out people. Not like we,
yeah,
we were friends with everyone even after we were out of the band.
it's finally getting that good lineup of people to where.
And as of right now, all the stuff that's recorded doesn't have his vocal on it yet, so he's pretty new.
For me personally, well, that was my only second. That was my second show ever, man. So for me, it was like nerve-wracking for like the intro, then the first song, and then you get in the groove of things, and it's like, and you really, you just start to calm down, and it's really fun. It's a whole lot funner in practice, a whole new energy, because you actually have people out there that you see people's reaction to your music. They don't hear it on a daily basis, and you get the feel for it and how people take it in, and
yeah, I mean, playing here, it was awesome.
Yeah, definitely. This was fun. I'm from Muskogee. This is my hometown, so
really good energy and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
We really don't. These guys, we usually run through our set list 2 times before we even pack up and head that way, just to make sure we have everything solid, tweak anything that we need to tweak. Really, we prepare ourselves like the couple, you know, the 2-3 weeks leading up to the show. You know, like we spend every day in that room, you know, 6-7 hours a day,
And
really trying to perfect every little sound.
Me and Brandon have, like, since we've been playing together so long, we have like the weird in syncness where we don't even have to look at each other. So sometimes it'll just be me and him playing by ourselves, because that's like the baseline, you know. And Elliot, who's not here right now, he already knows what he's doing, so we don't.
You're good at Elliot. Actually, yeah. Tonight we just played a new song. We don't have a name for it or anything, but we are in the middle of writing because, you know, like I've only been in the band for about 2.5 months now. So all the stuff that we played tonight, it is just, you know, just pre-vocalist. You know, their older music. So yeah, you know, now that I'm in the band and, you know, we are gonna do some lineup changes. Probably there are gonna be some different people coming in and seeing like what we want.
The next thing I'm thinking we should do is what we're wanting to do is a full-length album for our very first one, with his vocals on it, a completely new, like a refresh for our band and everything, and then hit shows with shirts, hit hard with everything, and then eventually maybe hit a tour. But
3 EPs, man. Yeah. 3 EPs and no album. That's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, so that's what we're doing now.
We're trying to actually get the album in like, you know, 12 songs.
And we have a Facebook page. What is it? Audiophora Band or Audiophora Music?
Just when you get on Facebook, search Audiophora. It's ADIAPHORA. It's probably the only thing that's gonna pop up as a band page.
It's one of the most unknown words in the English language, man.
Or you can go to
you know what I'm saying?
YouTube. We have an official Audiophora official page on there, which is kind of dead right now. We're not really putting too much on there right now. And then Reverb Nation, if anyone gets on there. But we have our stuff on Amazon. We have it on iHeartRadio. You can get the CD annexation on Amazon, iTunes, all that kind of stuff.
So, I mean, we're definitely everywhere. I mean, it's just like going to those spots and like searching our name, Audiophora, and we're literally going to be the only thing that pops up. That's all there is to it. Go to Google and type in Audiophora and scroll down like the first 5 selections. We're there. We are Audiophora.
There you go. Let's get that word.